Hold it!
He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has a T in the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, it's a very sad time for Kevin Hart. It's being reported out that Mr. Hart's past has found its way to the present. Now, the Central Intelligence star, y'all said, is being sued for a breach of contract by his former friend, Mr. Jonathan J.T. Jackson. I'm sure y'all may know who he is. Now, over the wording used, y'all, during a video post shared online to address his sex tape scandal. Now, according to the lawsuit, despite how it may have seemed, y'all, Kevin Hart speaking on the controversy wasn't spontaneous and instead, y'all, was planning to publicly exonerate J.T. Jackson from the entire ordeal. But however, they're saying Kevin Hart allegedly deviated from the specific verbiage he agreed to use, leaving Mr. J.T. Jackson's career and reputation, y'all, soured. Now, they're saying for those who are in need of a refresher, here you go. They said back in 2017, y'all, there was video footage of the married Kevin Hart engaging in sexual activities with model Montia Savage, and it hit the internet. Now, to make matters even worse, y'all, they're saying Kevin's beautiful wife, Mrs. Nico Parrish, y'all, was pregnant when the incident occurred. Now, reportedly, there was at least a $5 million extortion attempt from the individuals behind the leak, prompting the FBI, y'all, to get involved in this situation. But he said at one point during the investigation, it was believed, y'all, that Mr. Jackson was behind the situation, and he was charged, y'all, with attempted extortion, attempted concealing and selling, y'all, stolen property. Oh, my God, this is just too much, y'all. And unauthorized use of personal ID and identity theft. However, they say all charges against him was eventually dropped. Per the suit back in 2021, they said the men meticulously negotiated a settlement agreement where Mr. Hart was contractually obligated to specifically, y'all, note the charges were dismissed and Mr. Jackson was clear of any involvement. Now, allegedly, y'all, they're saying Kevin Hart also agreed, y'all, to say how the scandal cost him a valuable friendship, y'all, with his friend, Mr. Jackson. Now, they're saying, however, Mr. Hart seemingly, y'all, took a more relaxed approach to the statement, leaving out keywords, phrases he allegedly agreed to say. And according to Mr. Jackson's lawsuit, they said the wording of Kevin Hart's statement, meticulously negotiated and detailed in the contract, was crucial to repairing and remediating the severe damage y'all inflicted upon plaintiff's reputation by the baseless extortion alleged allegations that Mr. Hart aggressively, y'all, promoted and publicized. Oh, Lord.
What is all that? I don't know. I'm lost.
That was a lot of detail.
Yeah, what happened? Tell us
the basic story.
In English.
Understand none of that.
They said Mr. Jackson is suing y'all for breach of contract. Evidently, Kevin must have promised him something and didn't come through. That's the bottom line. And they say he's seeking at least $12 million in damages.
Man, please.
Well, but this was his friend. Or do friends do that?
No, friends don't do that, and that's why Kevin Hart keeps his circle very small when it comes to the people that's in his day-to-day inner workings.
Yeah, really?
And when it comes to whatever with his wife, Kevin Hart did not do nothing wrong because comedians don't cheat.
Kevin Hart give you any kind of opportunity.
Yeah.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
I just find it so interesting when stuff don't work out. Sometimes teeth and tongue fall out. Sometimes it just don't work out. Sometimes people have to go their separate ways. But let me tell you something. Man, you don't spit on your way out because now ain't nobody going to mess with you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I was on the Doug Banks Morning Show, and I got fired. And you know what I did? I picked up the phone. I said, man, I want to thank you for this opportunity. And I love you. I really appreciate it. I said, you can play my prank phone calls if it's anything that you need. You call me if you need me to do some prank phone calls just for you to play them, just so you can have them. You know, and then it was the Doug Banks Morning Show clips that got me this show. And the recommendation from Daryl Brown and the thank you card and the thank you note that I gave to our boss that he had to put in a recommendation for me to get this show. You don't spit on your way out. You know where you've been, but you don't know where you're going. You don't know who you're going to need. Now, everybody going to remember that name. You suing Kevin Hart, who everybody loves. And now ain't nobody going to want to fool with you because you want to sit up here and sue somebody.
Yeah. Well,
and everybody know, if you know, and I'm saying that because I know Kevin Hart personally, and Kay, you do too.
Right.
He is really a nice guy that don't do nothing but try to provide opportunities for people.
He trusted the wrong person.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this based on talking to people who were close, a person who's close to the situation. He trusted the wrong person, and the person turned out to be a piece of garbage.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that. I say
Kevin
that.
Hart is a good guy, and I ain't saying he perfect because ain't none of us perfect. But generally, overall, Kevin Hart is a good guy, and I can say that with my chest out.
Yeah. Well, we're just going to keep all parties lifted up in prayer. And Rickey, speaking of spitting as you walk out the door, y'all, it's been reported y'all, that in the former couple's latest attack, y'all, they're saying divorce tension between Porsha Williams and her estranged husband, Simon Guabardia, continues to spill out online. Now, they're saying that the couple's latest back and forth, they're saying that the Real Housewives Atlanta star seemingly, y'all, suggested that her ex-husband suffers from ED, prompting him, y'all, to fire back, honey.
What's ED?
Erectile dysfunction.
And hit him with the spaghetti noodle.
Lord have mercy.
And they said, prompting him, y'all, to fire back, alluding, y'all, that he'll take legal actions over her post. Now, they're saying Porsha Williams, 43, appears to have sparked the most recent exchange, honey, posted in a since-expired, deleted Instagram story that the definition of erectile dysfunction, which is according to her post, is, and she put it, erectile dysfunction, ED, is the inability to get or maintain an erection long enough to have sexual intercourse. Now, there are many different causes, which may include conditions that affect your blood vessels, neurological conditions,
Rick.
mental
From what
health
I hear,
conditions.
she did not mention a name.
Rick.
Well,
She just put that, and she just put the definition. She did not mention anyone's name.
Yeah, well, he's suing. He
Ricky
just,
Smiley,
Then
let me tell you
he
this.
jumped on and said ED and all this and that. So which means he claimed it because she didn't say who that was
She sure
for
didn't.
at all.
And
He
I
was
would have
trying to-
never did that.
He
and
was
I would
trying to
never
shoot
claim-
pool with a rope.
Yeah, well, but
She
we
said nothing. She did
Nothing.
not even
She
mention
didn't.
his name. She could have been talking about anybody.
anybody. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
And
If
he-
it-
Hey, Kay, what you say, Kay? You
Trying to
do
shoot
what?
pool with a rope. If it don't come up for Porsha, you better call somebody.
Oh, my God. The
You
Kaluna.
better call
Oh, Jesus.
Dr.
be
Collier,
offense.
Dr. Bombay. You better call some damn body, because if it don't come up in that situation, you might be dead.
My Lord. The Kaluna Day, honey, is one of my favorite Kalunas. My Kaluna Day is broken egg. On
boy,
the
that
high,
thing
just
walking
say
in the
broken
bedroom.
egg, and on the low, just say pinkish white. That's the Kaluna for the day.
Well,
honey.
if that don't wake it up,
Oh, my glory.
if that don't wake it up,
My Lord. Jesus. Oh, be
check
a
your
fan.
pulse.
Be a
You might
fan.
need to call the funeral home. You dead, brother.
My glory.
See that thing walking in there with a t-shirt and some panties on.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Jesus, be a fan. My glory.
That's walking Viagra
Go to
right there.
commercial.
Oh, I can't breathe.
That didn't wake it up. Boy. See that thing bending over, getting something out the nice thing.